Welcome back to another segment of Behind the Scenes of the Waltons. Today I'm going to be talking about an episode from Season 3, Episode 23, The Woman. This is once again a celebration of John and Olivia's anniversary, in this case their 20th, and John Boy's opportunity to meet and fall in love with a visiting author poetress. One of the reasons why I chose this episode, it was directed by Harvey Laidman, written by Hindi Brooks, is because I'm about to celebrate my 20th anniversary. So I had 20th anniversaries on the mind, so I thought I'd share this one. Early in the episode, John Boy goes to pick up Madeline Bennett, who is arriving on the train from New York. He has been designated to be her host while she is in town because the professor is busy with some other last-minute requirements at the university. So here he is at the train station meeting her. I found myself wondering where this train station was shot. Honestly, I don't remember, but I thought it was kind of cool. And it looks like a real train, and it looks like real train tracks. So someplace. We get a peek at something else from Olivia's side of the family when Reverend Fordwick comes to discuss they want to renew their vows, John and Olivia. It's Olivia's idea, and she talks John into it, but he wants to have something small, just the family, which Olivia agrees to. Reverend Fordwick comes to talk about what they want to say, and he says something about Olivia needing someone from her side of the family to give her away. And she says, oh, maybe one of her brothers could come. She has brothers. Who knew? John vetoes the idea. He said, we just talked immediate family. So her brothers do not come for the renewal of vows. John Boy is showing Madeline around town, and he takes her to the library where one of her books is in the library, and he pulls it out and we look at it. And I always love these sorts of things because clearly this was something that was created for this episode. They created a book cover. They made it look worn. They even went to the steps of having a picture of her that they put on the back. So it really does look like an actual book, and it doesn't look like a brand new one. So a number of steps would have been involved in creating this book in the library to look like it had been around for some time. As we go to the university where Madeline's going to be addressing the class, the camera does an interesting thing. It follows a young man who's hurrying to join the lecture, and then the camera slides past where this wall is showing the hallway right into where the classroom is. So there's an example of there was obviously no wall on this side of the classroom, so the camera was able to just dolly from the hallway and follow the student into the classroom and take the camera right in there with it. A number of times over the seasons, we got to see picnics. Different couples, sometimes the whole family. In this case, John Boy and Madeline go for a picnic. This would have been on the back lot of the studio, as were a number of other picnics that we saw over the seasons. Jason and Vanessa in The Heartbreaker, Mary Ellen and Eddie in The Medal, Mary Ellen and Jonesy in The Whirlwind. So a common opportunity to get to know someone better was the go-to picnic. For Mama and Daddy's anniversary, the children are trying to decide what they could give them, and they feel like rather than buying something, they should collaborate on something and decide to do a painting of the house, but open-fronted so that all of the rooms can show. They don't necessarily appear where they are in the house, and that each of the members of the family will paint themselves into whatever room they want to be in. So in this case, they have taken it to Grandma and Grandpa late at night so that Mom and Daddy won't hear it, and told them that they need to paint themselves into whatever room, wherever they want to be. Grandma says she should be by the stove in the kitchen. Grandpa wants to be by the radio. I don't remember exactly who really painted this. Probably our art director, Ed Graves. He also did the artwork in the episode The Portrait, when there was all those murals on the walls. And I think he did some other artwork along the way. So it's possible he did it. And I have no idea what happened to this painting after this episode. I don't know if I know there were some paintings and things. I think some ended up in Earl's office or up in the production office. So I don't know where this one ended up. John Boy finds Madeline absolutely fascinating and falls for her, and she shares his affection. at one point when they are in town. John Boy sees his daddy, in a store, in a women's store, and he is picking out a dress for Olivia for the anniversary. Olivia's kind of a little despondent about not having a new dress. She would like a new dress. She doesn't want to have to make a new dress. And so John gets the idea that he will buy her a new dress for their renewal vows. And John Boy and Madeline come into the store. John gets to meet her, and she helps in the choice of the dress, which is this lovely green dress. Point of interest, the saleswoman in this scene is none other than Gloria Stewart from the Titanic. When John actually gives Olivia the gift of the dress, there's a really sweet, playful scene between the two of them. She loves the dress, and then she gives John her gift, which is a sweater that she made from yarn from clothes that all of the children had. All of the family gathers for the renewal vows, and Olivia enters looking absolutely beautiful in the new dress, and John happily shows off the sweater that she made for him. Then it turns out that Reverend Fordwick does indeed officiate this ceremony. John Boy is a little distracted because he's had a conversation with Madeline. He wants her to stay in the area, and she's like, no, I'm a city girl. My life is in New York. I love New York. And so John Boy says that, fine, he will go to New York with her. So the plan is that she will stay and take the 9 o'clock train, and John Boy will meet her at the train station and go with her after the renewal ceremony. The episode ends with two very powerful scenes that I absolutely loved. One is when John comes outside. He sees John Boy getting into his car with a suitcase, and he knows something important is happening. He senses that John Boy is leaving. John Boy can't even talk. So more is said here with no words than often is said with whole scenes. Then John Boy goes from there to the train station, and once again, absolutely nothing is said, but there's a whole exchange between Madeline and John Boy as you recognize that John Boy is not going to go with her. He's not going to get on the train with her. She recognizes this. She gets on the train, and they once again exchange looks, but nothing is said. That's what I have for you for this segment of Behind the Scenes of the Waltons. If you enjoyed this, please do hit like and subscribe. I'll be back with more Behind the Scenes of the Waltons, more Ask Judy, and upcoming, my interview with Eric Scott. Thanks for watching.